Right. When
But
you were
then when
did you think that with by them living in that house, there was like a correlation to like a demonic
like a
influence?
spirit, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I was
Yes.
wondering too. If there was a spirit influence, because you still live around that same neighborhood, that same area, that same community that you had all that other stuff happen in. And then of course your now husband was in that church, for those people who lived in that house. What did your husband think about that thought process?
Well, I mean, it was the only thing that made sense on how
Okay.
people could turn and be that mean. And, it just didn't even make sense. And so
Yeah.
to see the parallel, I mean, that happened to me 20 years earlier. This was happening to him now.
Right.
But it's the same spirit because that wolf and his wife, they were demonically inspired to do what they did and what they have done to hundreds of other people over the last 40 years, 50 years, whatever.
Right.
That's that's an unholy spirit that I think, still has some kind of footprint in this town because
Sure.
I have seen the new age move into this town in a huge way that along with a witches night out and with just so many
Yeah,
events that are unholy.
The Pacific Northwest is an eclectic group. It's
Yes.
I've been up there to go to the Bremerton Naval Base and to go up
Okay.
to I've been to those areas. I've been to downtown Seattle and had some good times. And so yeah, it's definitely got some eclectic crowds. And yeah, as long as you've been there, you've seen the transition and the journey, I'm sure. And I'm sorry to hear that your husband's ministry and the church that he gave so much of his life to ended a way that was less than what he'd hoped for. Because I can relate, right? I mean, I don't know that. Unfortunately, I wish that organizations would not treat people when they're leaving in a bad way, because people are almost always, and the military was the same way. It's like as soon as you say you're leaving, you're dead to us then, because we've got other
Right.
things to go take care of, and you're no longer a part of the team. You're a quitter. Right. And I would try I mean, I was unfortunately part of that crew too when I was rowing. And then I got the chance to go through that transition, and I got the chance to see how that was and to learn from the error of my ways. And I hope that if I ever get opportunities in the future to help people as they especially retire, transition, choose to leave one career and start another career, that there's not a lot of, agony put on them, because it is a lot to go through as you're making those choices, right? And
Yeah.
how's your husband doing now, a couple of years after it all happened? Is he doing okay now?
He's continuing to process, and I mean, really seeing this in living color, like this is a spiritual battle.
Mm,
It's he operated the same exact this that unholy spirit acted the same way in both situations. It was
right.
just too familiar to deny.